Back in the 1960s, one man built the fastest, highest-flying, most revolutionary aircraft on Earth by following one brutal rule: keep it simple, stupid. His name was Kelly Johnson, the legendary boss of Lockheed's Skunk Works. He turned wild ideas into combat-ready machines with tiny teams, zero bureaucracy, and designs that actually worked in the real world. Johnson's 14 rules became sacred: small groups, flexible plans, and ruthless simplicity. He warned that complexity kills readiness. Today, the most expensive fighter in history, the F-35 Lightning II, stands as living proof he was right. And with sixth-generation programs like the F-47 and F/A-XX already slipping into the mid-2030s, we're dangerously close to repeating the exact same disaster all over again. Kelly Johnson died in 1990, long before the Joint Strike Fighter program even started. But the engineers who lived by his playbook inside Skunk Works saw the warning signs loud and clear from day one. They watched a project that tried to be everything to everyone: stealth strike fighter, vertical takeoff bomber, carrier jet, and international jobs program. And they knew it would explode in cost, complexity, and maintenance headaches. The F-35 was sold to Congress and the public as the affordable revolution: one jet to replace the F-16, A-10, F/A-18, and Harrier. Mass production would drive unit costs down dramatically. Operating expenses would eventually drop below $25,000 per flight hour. It sounded perfect on paper. In reality, it became a multi-trillion-dollar cautionary tale. The program launched with massive promises: game-changing sensor fusion, near-invisible stealth, and a global supply chain that would make everything cheaper through sheer volume. Lockheed Martin delivered a record 191 F-35s in 2025 alone, pushing the global fleet past 1,300 aircraft. On paper, that looks like success. In reality, it's a textbook example of what happens when you ignore the Skunk Works philosophy. The F-35 runs on more than 10 million lines of code, more than the F-22 and Space Shuttle combined. Its distributed aperture system, advanced AN/APG-81AESA radar, and sensor fusion create an unmatched battlefield picture when everything works perfectly. But keeping everything working is where the nightmare begins. One delayed part from anywhere in the global supply chain can ground entire squadrons for weeks. The Autonomic Logistics Information System, meant to predict failures and automatically order parts, turned into a bloated, contractor-heavy mess that still causes more problems than it solves. Now the numbers that really hurt. In 2026, the real operating and support cost per flight hour for the F-35A sits between $34,000 and $42,000. That's well above the Pentagon's long-standing $25,000 target, and higher than many fourth-generation fighters like the F-16, which runs closer to $27,000. One single training hour in an F-35 can cost more than many Americans earn in an entire month. Because the jet is so expensive to fly, squadrons are deliberately limiting annual flight hours, averaging just 195 per jet instead of the planned 250 to 316. They're literally babying the fleet to hide the true long-term sustainment bill from Congress and the public. Availability rates are even more brutal. Across the U.S. F-35 fleet, mission-capable rates hover around 50%. That means half the jets are not ready to fly on any given day. Squadrons routinely cannibalize parts from other aircraft just to keep a handful airborne. The powerful F-135 engine delivers incredible thrust, but its extreme heat causes constant wear on stealth coatings, thermal management systems, and surrounding components. Maintenance man-hours per flight hour remain far higher than promised. Depot-level backlogs stretch for months, and software upgrades like Tech, Refresh 3, and Block 4 have run billions over budget while falling years behind schedule. The lifetime sustainment cost for the planned fleet now exceeds $1.58 trillion. And when you stretch the jets out to the 2080s, total program costs push toward $2 trillion. That's not a fighter program anymore. It's a money black hole that keeps growing. While America wrestles with these chronic headaches, China is moving fast with its own carrier-based stealth jet, the J-35. The comparisons are getting uncomfortable. The J-35 features twin engines for better redundancy and survivability over water, an estimated top speed around Mach 1.8, faster than the F-35's Mach 1.6, and a lighter maximum takeoff weight in the 28,000 to 30,000 kilogram range. It carries internal weapons bays, advanced sensors, and long-range PL-15 missiles. China isn't waiting for perfect availability rates before scaling up production. They're fielding prototypes, testing aggressive carrier integration on ships like the Fujian, and iterating quickly through real-world operations. In a potential Pacific conflict, quantity, rapid upgrades, and simpler sustainment could close the capability gap faster than many in the West expected just a few years ago. Don't get me wrong. When the F-35 actually flies, its sensor fusion remains world-class. It can detect, track, and share targets across a networked battlefield like nothing else in the sky. But if only half your fleet is mission-capable on any given day, that massive technological edge shrinks dramatically. The original dream of affordable, mass-produced stealth air power is cracking under its own weight and complexity. That brings us straight to the next generation. The Air Force's F-47, formerly known as NGAD, and the Navy's F/A-XX were supposed to learn every hard lesson from the F-35 nightmare. Early concepts promised modular designs, open system architecture to prevent vendor lock, collaborative loyal wingman drones, and adaptive cycle engines. The talk was all about returning to Kelly Johnson's playbook: simplicity, lower sustainment costs, and the ability to upgrade rapidly without tearing the whole jet apart. Reality check in 2026? Both programs have already slipped. The F-47 and F/A-XX are now expected to enter service in the mid-2030s instead of the original target around 2030. Industrial base saturation, lengthy open architecture reviews, and the sheer difficulty of integrating manned-unmanned teaming have pushed timelines back. The Air Force is cutting F-35 orders sharply, down nearly 45% in fiscal 2026, and extending F-22 service life just to bridge the gap. Boeing won the F-47 contract, but the program is deliberately slowing down to get the design right and avoid another F-35-style sustainment disaster. That caution is understandable, but it also means we're betting heavily on sixth-generation breakthroughs, while fifth-generation jets continue to sit grounded far too often. The deepest lesson from the entire F-35 saga is simple, brutal, and still being ignored at our peril. Complexity has a price that never stops growing. Every extra sensor, every added requirement from 9 partner nations, every additional line of code adds literal weight, financial weight, and operational fragility. Kelly Johnson proved decades ago that small, empowered teams with clear authority and ruthless focus beat giant bureaucracies every single time. The F-35 did the opposite, and American taxpayers, pilots, and maintainers are still paying for it every single day. When the jet flies, it remains an incredible machine capable of penetrating heavily defended airspace, dominating the information battle, and delivering precision strikes like no other platform. The problem was never the core technology itself. The problem was how we chose to design it, build it, sustain it, and burden it with endless requirements. Looking forward, the real game changer might not come from a single ultra-expensive manned fighter at all. Cheap, attritable drones and loyal wingmen could finally give us the mass, flexibility, and rapid replacement capability we desperately need without the $100 million per jet price tag and endless hangar time. Programs like Replicator are already exploring exactly that path. The F-35 delivered a crystal-clear warning straight from the ghost of Kelly Johnson and every Skunk Works veteran who followed his rules. Complexity is the silent killer of readiness and combat effectiveness. We ignored it once with devastating financial and readiness consequences. The only question that matters now is whether the F-47 FAXX and the entire future of American air power will finally listen before the next major conflict exposes the same weaknesses on a much deadlier scale. Because in the next high-intensity fight, especially across the Pacific, the most expensive jet on the planet won't decide the outcome. The jets and the supporting systems that actually show up ready to fight day after day will.